Yo, 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 what up, man? Welcome to Mezzo Forte Sportz.
Whoa, whoa,
We're
whoa.
talking with Superman. We're chilling out with a girl.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're getting me all hyped up. We're chilling out with a girl. Who do we have today's edition? We got Coach Tosco, the man who walks the walk, talks the talk. Good to have you here, brother. As always, faithful producer Craig AV. Fearless host Danny BMD, and me, of course, your amateur hype man, super fan art. We're going to be talking sports. So, Dr. Star. Take it away, Dan.
Yo. Welcome to Mezzo Forte Sportz. Coming to you live from San Antonio, Texas to your ears. Provide some sports time for your free time. What up, this your host, Danny BMD. How's everyone doing, and how did your team do this week and this weekend? All right, guys. So first of all, we're gonna kind of start off with some a little bit of a heads up for everyone, saying it is a NBA Finals. There is a lot of the Stanley Cup is still not set in place. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff still we're still gonna kind of go on. I just want to kind of give a little round. Hi, hello, and to everyone, starting with, of course, Tosco. We missed you from last week, man. How's it going, bro?
Coach, I'm doing good, man. Glad to be here. Glad to talk to y'all and see what we can get into today, man. I hope we can get to cover a lot. A lot of stuff happened, so we'll see how that goes.
Nice. My bad. Yeah. So, obviously, we do have a lot of sports to talk about. We're kind of getting in the middle of the summer already, as we kind of transitioned into the other sports as well. Of course, we do have super fan art to kind of guide us through that as well. How's it going, bro? He's actually in studio with us tonight, so he actually is in San Antonio with us. That's why we had a little bit more of a sound situation, but we're still working on that. But we do have him in house. How's it going, bro? How have you been?
Glad to be here, guys. Well, first of all, glad to be here on the show, period, here on a Tuesday. Got a lot of good sports to catch up on. And also great to be in studio here. I'm on these nice little Bluetooth speakers provided by Studio 13 Day.
Yeah.
So, we're going to have some fun. Got some good beers to knock back and get through a lot of these sports topics here. So let's not waste any time. Real quick, Evan, see you there, bro. You're in the next wall behind me. How you doing?
How's it going, Crack AV?
On some Shinerbach today, and ready to talk some sports with y'all. It was some grueling stuff I saw as far as the Stanley Cup goes, so I'm excited to talk about a little bit about that.
Nice, yeah, dude. That was some craziness going on there. I don't know. I know Tosco is definitely excited to talk about that as well. So we'll kind of get right into actually, just as you kind of mentioned, Crack AV. We're going right into the Stanley Cup Finals. We're not done yet. We just aren't.
Basically, are.
I mean, we kind of are, right? But that was a crazy game. You can't even lie. The Canadians did actually put up a fight. They were actually able to push the Lightning away in overtime. They took them. It was a good game throughout the whole series. Like, the Canadians looked like they really wanted it. The fact is they were still down 3-1. I don't know. Talk to me, Tosco. Just kind of what you saw yesterday, and just kind of what we're kind of as the series kind of moved forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically they're not ready to go. The Canadians are still there, right? They're still putting up a fighting chance, which is good to see. I mean, the thing is that if you think about it, the first three games were not good for them. They lost 5-1, 3-1, 6-3. These are not good scores, but at least they were able to come out game 4 on their home ice, right?
Home crowd.
Home crowd, and be able to show them, hey, we made it, we're here, we won a game. I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're gonna have a much of a chance going forward. But it was a good game. They were able to come back and push it to overtime, and Josh Anderson, man, he was able to score his second goal in overtime to avoid being swept. So, I mean, it was a good game, it was a hard fight game. There was a lot of good hits. There was a lot of you can see that there was a lot of emotion, and that's what you're gonna get. It's a Stanley Cup. So, I mean, they had a lot of determination to make sure they get into the next game. So it's going to be good. We'll see if they're going to be able to continue with this kind of effort. And the thing is also it's not only them being able to score, but it's also holding off the Lightning scorers, their best players, Point and Stamkos and Kilhorn didn't play, so that's one of their better players. So I mean, we're gonna see. I mean, it's we can't sit here and say that it's a turnaround, because it's not. I mean, the other team is still really, really good. Kucherov is still there. McDonough's still there. They still have good ass team, and it just so happened that maybe their goalie wasn't really on point. So going forward, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a good game to see. What is it, tomorrow? And but they're going to be back in Tampa Bay, so Tampa Bay is going to be rocking. All those fans are going to be in there wanting to see them win the Stanley Cup. So it's going to be exciting to see, and maybe we'll have the Stanley Cup champion tomorrow.
Dang, super fan art. Talk to me.
No, I agree. It was a very exciting game yesterday. It seemed like whenever Canada had an answer, like the Lightning would like fight back and tie it again.
Yeah.
And like it forced the OT.
Those power plays, bro. Those are for real.
Yeah.
There was a lot of players, like it was a big scrap, and like a lot of players from both teams had to be, had timeout, so to speak. So yeah, there's some good opportunities for some power plays, and an OT, it's pretty much whoever scores first is pretty much whoever wanted it more. Canada, had the home crowd there cheering them on. I guess they wanted it more that day, and they were able to stave off elimination. Game 5 is tomorrow evening. Now, interesting note is pretty much the western coast of all of Florida is expecting to be hit by this tropical storm, might even be upgraded to a hurricane, and that's definitely going to be going near that Tampa area. So we'll see if maybe that game gets postponed. Who knows? Or they won't even have fans. Like maybe the just declare like, hey, like we better stay home. It's not worth it. So it's going to be interesting to see if there'll even be a game tomorrow. But
yeah. That was something I read, and I didn't really want to. I guess you can say I didn't really want to bring it up to not put any bad luck on it, bad juju on it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I don't go.
I mean, Art's right. It's a definite possibility, and it's gonna be a big shame if we just get the game in without the fans, and it takes away home court advantage from Tampa Bay in a way, because
now
Montreal can come in, focus, and not have to deal with all the noise and all the fans.
So what if Canada does come in and the Canadians don't come in and win, like they win, like maybe 3-2, like barely, right? But they win. Then it gets interesting.
It's because look, if you think about it, Danny, they have to win 4 in a row. Like, not only do they have to win this one, they won the one yesterday. They have to win the one tomorrow. Then they have to win 2 more back to back against one of the best teams that we've seen in a long time. I mean, it's tough. If they win, it's just going to be another, okay, is there something there? Have they figured something out? I think if it's another close one, like you said, 3-2 overtime, something like that, 2-1 overtime, I don't think it's gonna be, oh, they figured them out. I think it's more of a they're playing harder, they're playing better. They don't want to get eliminated. They're fighting for their lives, right? So they're trying not to die. So they're just doing whatever they can, but eventually it's just time is gonna run out. But if they come out and they win 4-1, 5-1, then it's like, oh, okay. Now something's going on here. Maybe the Canadians figured them out. Maybe they figured out how to stop them. Maybe they figured out how to stop a certain player that changes up the whole dynamic of the game for certain players. And now we can start saying, okay, now is there a change? But until that happens, I doubt it. But it's going to be fun to see either way because they've been good games. Maybe you could say, oh, they weren't that competitive. But if you're watching from the beginning, they are. And then eventually it's like, it's too much. It's too much. The Lightning have too much. And then from there, you end up seeing those big gaps, 5-1, 4-1, so. But we'll see how it goes tomorrow. It's going to be interesting. We're all going to be watching. So hopefully it's a good one.
There we go.
Amen.
I mean, I think, I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting game. I think it is kind of over, but I don't know. It's just a really, they put up a fight. That's what happens. But, sometimes the better team just kind of wins at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah. So we'll kind of switch right into our NBA Finals preview. So they actually are playing right now, currently as we speak. Finally, the NBA Finals. I cannot spell today.
Real finals. None of this bubble shit.
Exact. Dan, Tosco, talk to me about that. So the Phoenix Suns versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Did we see this? When do we actually see this happening? And where do you see the series, going?
I mean, you could have foreseen the Suns making it once they beat the Lakers. They beat the Lakers, then they go and they beat the Jazz, right? Or was it the Nuggets? No, I think it was the Jazz.
The Jazz. No. They were waiting for the.
Yeah, no, it was the Jazz because it was the Jazz, then the Clippers. Lakers,
correct.
Jazz, Clippers.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, the Jazz because the Jazz beat the Nuggets.
Yeah, once they beat the Lakers, you're like, okay, this is something. Now we need to pay attention to them. And then when they came out and it wasn't. Wait, was it the Jazz?
No, dude. I think.
No, they beat the Nuggets. It was the Nuggets.
Yeah, they did beat the Nuggets. I think the Jazz lost to the Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they beat the Nuggets
so
4-1. I think, like Gentleman's Sweep.
That was so long ago. Who remembers?
Was it Gentleman's Sweep?
It wasn't Gentleman's Sweep. No, it wasn't.
It's like 6-2.
It was 4-2. The Clippers, it was 4-2.
No. The other one. The
Nuggets,
Suns.
it was just a regular sweep.
Oh dang!
Yeah, and that was the point. That was the point where you started realizing, okay, the Suns just destroyed the Nuggets. Yes, they didn't have Jamal Murray. We get it, but even still, when they were beating them and they were putting up 100, they were averaging 120 points against the Nuggets. And when we saw that, and it's like, okay, there's something going on here. You could see them winning it all. And then on the other side, the Bucks, I mean, I think once they beat the Nets, you figured they were going to make it because we all like the Hawks. The Hawks are fun. They're a fun team. But realistically, they're still not there yet, right? They're not there. But it was fun to see. I mean, I think it would have been different if they would have had Trae Young for those games that he missed. It probably would have changed a lot, the series, when Giannis was hurt too. But if they would have been full power, both teams, all series, the Bucks still would have taken it. The Bucks are the better team. The Hawks are a team that's still young. Depends a lot on shooting. And it's like what they said. They said once Trae Young was out, it kind of made them better defensively because Trae Young's not a really good defender. That's one of the things we need to keep in mind that Trae Young's not a great defender. He's okay, but he's not bad, but he's not good. And so taking him out and putting in a Lou Williams or at that point they brought in Bogdanovich again because I know Bogdanovich was hurt, and they also played a lot of Cam Reddish, and Cam Reddish had real good games, and it kind of made their team more defensively, but they also lost a lot of that firepower. And it became a game of, can we hold them off defensively enough to where we can score, to where we can beat them? Can we hold them down enough to where we can score enough and we can win? And that obviously didn't turn out at the end, And even at the end when Trae Young played, you can tell that he played, but he was not 100%, and it showed. And Milwaukee got it done. Then you could see it. They had Bobby Portis came in from the bench, dominated. Brook Lopez came in, dominated, and it's really cool to see that you take out Giannis, you still have these two really good players that can come in and dominate and do it their own way. Because Giannis takes up a lot, right? Though there's not plays called for Brook Lopez. There's not plays called for Bobby Portis. All the plays are called for Giannis or Middleton, right? You take Giannis out, now it's like, okay, well, somebody has to step up, and they did. And looking at the matchup now, the game is currently on. I think they match up well, but I think the Suns are way more athletic than the Bucks, and I think that's going to be the advantage where I think the Suns can pull off the win in the series.
Yeah, I think so too, especially right now. Specifically, I was hearing on Aiden how he's being, or more not just hate him, but like how everyone in the Suns kind of has the role, and they're playing strong to the role, and so where Aiden is kind of playing a little old school, center style, where he's a rim protector, he's rebounding, he's active, under the basket and everything, and he can make his free throws. And he doesn't, go out and shoot threes or anything like that. That's why you have your Booker, that's why you have your other role players that shoot a couple threes here and there, and you have Chris Paul kind of distributing the ball everywhere. So, they're pretty defined roles, and people, you could say that's, it's a little bit easier to kind of do strategy against them, but it's just efficient. They've just been doing it the whole playoffs. And it works, and they're deadly. You see Chris Paul was like 16, 17 assists, dude. Like, god damn. Like, yeah.
And you gotta remember these are young teams. They're young guys.
Yeah.
So it's what you're saying holds true in the sense that these guys are not like, the Bulls of the 90s or the Lakers of the early 2000s where with Phil Jackson, and I use Phil Jackson because I'm using his offense where they have the triangle. They use as a triangle offense, and at first it's like, yes, everybody has a role in the triangle, everybody has something to do, but the coach, eventually it's natural to them. The coach doesn't have to go over the sets, doesn't have to go over the plays, and eventually it's just they get the ball. Derek Fisher's at the top. He knows to get to Kobe. He knows where to go. Robert Ory's cutting, and Shaq is moving down to the bottom, and they already know, and they're running the whole set. They're running the system. And right now, I think Phoenix is not to that level yet where the coach needs to tell them, hey, you're going to be here. When you're here too, you're going here. When you're here, color red, you come over here. Be ready for the ball because you're going to shoot or whatever. And obviously, like you said, they've been doing it all playoffs, so they know they're getting used to it. But you can still see Chris Paul coming down the court, calling the play, telling them the numbers, whatever it is. And then they start moving, setting screens. So I think that holds true because they're a young team, and but they're doing it really well. And like I said, that athleticism is gonna be better. Aiden versus Brooke Lopez. Don't get me wrong, Brooke Lopez is a good player, but Aiden is younger, way faster. He can do a lot more things than Brooke Lopez can. You have Devin Booker going up against, Chris Middleton. You have Drew Holiday going up against Chris Paul. Those are probably, the more even matchup. But Chris Middleton and Devin Booker, Middleton's a deadly shooter, but now he has to go up against Devin Booker. And Devin Booker is crazy, crazy mobile, crazy fast. So he has to keep up with him. So that kind of makes it a little bit tough. So, but yeah, I mean, that's a great point, bringing that up. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, and I don't know. What do you think as superfan art now that the series kind of just they just started? Obviously, we are still kind of early, but just kind of like your preview on it. What you think how the series is gonna go, and just like your overall see how how we got here essentially.
Nice. Well, I'd say starting from the eastern point when the Bucks were able to handle the Hawks even without Giannis. That did show some promise. Like Giannis left, and like all the other starters stepped up, except for PJ Tucker, but he's not really known for his offense. All the other starters got their own like double digits or more, and so that's that was an opportunity for some guys to like finally play like as a more cohesive team, and that's how they were able to win the East. Now Giannis is back. It was a game time decision. We don't really know if he's still 100% or if that could be a lingering issue with him going forward. But I like the logic that Coach Loshko was saying that it might be a case that whoever's more youthful in this case. You said the Devin Booker Chris Middleton matchup. I could definitely see that Middleton will have his hands full if he's the one chosen to guard Booker, or they might have to do some double team rotating. I don't know. I mean, I'm a little biased. I'm always biased for the Western Conference teams. I definitely, Phoenix Suns. I think they haven't been back to the game to the finals since like 1993, so they're overdue. And I mean, obviously, everyone loves that Chris Paul like story of all 16 seasons, and now he's finally in the big show. But yeah, I can definitely see where speed could be a factor, and that speed is attributed by their youth in their roster. And my phone just fell, and now it's back. So I definitely like the Suns' chances. Maybe they'll do it in 6. How is it? I don't know what the current score is. I won't check. But I'll lean more towards the Suns.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and just grab a Crack AV's preview real quick. What do you think, bro?
I think it's a very exciting finals series. Suns and Bucks. I've always been wanting to see the Bucks up there, and now they're finally there. And the Suns have a really great team, and Suns, I got to give them credit. So, I'm excited to watch those basketball games whenever they're on YouTube TV. That they're really playing on that court, YouTube TV court.
Yes, thank
Right.
you.
Any court.
And not affiliated. Can we not mention brands? But go ahead, Evan.
When they're playing games on some streaming service, that's all I gotta say.
But anyway, so what do you think? Yeah, so
I think I'm gonna give it to the Holiday. Is that the guy playing for the Bucks? Holiday?
yeah, Drew Holiday. Yeah,
Drew Holiday.
And yeah, as long as he stays consistent, the Bucks might have a fighting chance. But yeah, I'm leaning more towards Suns.
dang. Okay. It's gonna be I don't know. It's gonna be pretty interesting matchup. But I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of I'm gonna go with the Suns. I thought the Suns were gonna take it from the beginning. No es cierto. No, I think kind of like what Tosco was saying. Once they beat the Lakers, it kind of starts showing what's going on. I mean, the Clippers, dude, like they were already kind of playing a downhill battle. They're just too talented just to kind of go away really fast. The Nuggets just kind of, you could they just miss Murray. And not just Murray, but just kind of the team adhesive. It just kind of started collapsing towards the end. I mean, you could see that they weren't really prepared for like that deep of a playoff run. I'm not prepared, not prepared, but I guess like I haven't had enough experience to kind of push
It's all
through
new
that.
territory.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so it's like new to them. And the Jazz, it just had too much injuries, I guess, for them to just kind of really make a actual really good push. Um, so yeah, those are the Suns. I think the Suns are gonna take it. I think CP3 will win his first ring. I can see him taking it six. Bucks will not go away easily. If the Clippers didn't, I don't think the Bucks will either. But I just don't think they just have enough. Even with Giannis, with or without, doesn't really matter. He can be MVP all he wants, but it's just weird, dude. Like he's just one of those like um teams that like or players that like you kind of like, you kind of don't like. I don't know. Not that you don't, but it's just this is weird. You know what I mean? You just kind of you kind of have a weird you're
With
unsure
or
about it.
against them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it happens when your team's not in it.
Yeah, so so in this case that's what's at. But we'll actually go right into I was gonna ask Superfan, do you have any diamond news or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a few things we could go over.
All right, let's go and
Uh,
start with some diamond news
all
with
right, nice.
Art and Tosca.
Thank you for that lovely introduction. Okay, just a quick update on how our Texas teams are doing. Houston Astros opening the month of July with a nice four-game series sweep over the Cleveland this past weekend. Next up for them is a three-game series with the formidable Oakland A's. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Texas Rangers dropped 2 out of 3 with the Seattle Mariners, and they lost a game recently with the Detroit Lions, Tigers. That's pretty funny. They have two cats, Detroit Lions and Tigers. No
Oh
shit.
yeah, they do. Wait. Why is that? Why is
Those are
that?
two
Why
cool
is that?
cats.
I don't know because they're all. Now I was gonna say something, but I'm not. Maybe when we get to Mezzo Forte Sportz
Late night after
No,
dark.
we still got the PG-13 viewers. We gotta wait until the rated R viewers.
All right, bitch. All right, so the Tigers, they unfortunately beat the Rangers yesterday. And so the Rangers have 2 more games with Detroit before they have a date with Oakland later on this week. That's how our Texas squads are doing. Now, on the other side of other baseball-related news, there's 2 big stories. One with the Trevor Bauer situation. I don't know if that's something that we could talk about. That's all right. The All-Star game, obviously, that was the big news of the weekend. So the 2021 All-Star game going to be held at Coors Field in Denver, Colorado on July the 13th. So the starters were picked. We've got full rosters for the American League and the National League. I think one of the big names, obviously, was Shohei Ohtani, who was picked as both a pitcher and a designated hitter, something that's rarely ever been done. Some other first-time All-Stars. Well, first-time All-Stars who are also starters is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from the Blue Jays. He's a designated hitter. And Fernando Tatis Jr., San Diego Padres shortstop. So the first trip to the All-Star game, and they're already starters. So good for that trio there. And just in terms of how baseball is kind of popular as a national sport, just other, I'm not saying their names, but players from other nationalities. We got 7 players that are of Dominican Republic descent. We got 5 guys that are Venezuelan, 3 guys that are Japanese, 2 are from Cuba, and we got 1 each from these different countries: Aruba, Australia, Canada, Curacao, and Puerto Rico. So baseball is obviously a very popular national sport. That's good. That's how we try to get baseball back to its prime, how it used to be, and get it back on the national scene. Tosco, you want to say anything All-Star related?
Yeah, I mean, I think looking at the starters, I'm actually shocked at the fact that the fans got it right. You know,
They got it right.
Oh, there we
for the
go.
most
There we
part,
go.
because if you got to remember that these are all voted by the fans. These are all voted by the fans, and sometimes the fans go based off of popularity. I know a couple of years ago, probably about 2-3 years ago, they they voted on a player that was, I guess you could say he was the best player on the team, and the team was really, really bad. And they wanted, that team was not going to have any All Stars. And so the people from that town, and I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to name cities because I don't want to keep fan bases under the bus. Florida. Anyways,
Okay.
they voted. They just went out and voted, and they got this guy to have like number one in votes, and he was not very good. It was kind of like a meme. It was kind of like a joke, and so luckily this year, by looking at the starters, I mean, they did a good job. I mean, there's a couple that maybe you can say, it could have been somebody else, but if you really make an argument, you bring notes, you bring this, you bring stats, and you make your argument, then yes. But if you just say, well, I went with this guy instead of this guy, okay. There's not really that much of an argument. So, I mean, some people may say, oh, you forgot this person or they forgot that person. Sure. There's always going to be those. There's always going to be those fans that, oh, why didn't this guy make it? This guy's having a great year. Why didn't this guy make it? Why didn't that guy make it? I get it. It happens. But, it's voted by the fans. You should have gotten your fans out to vote. Simple as that. There should have been a campaign for your guy to be voted in.
Yeah.
And your town should have done more. But they didn't. So, but other than that, I mean, I think it's good. It's a great thing that you brought up, Arturo, that there is a good bit of diversity. I mean, like you said, from all these countries, and there's a whole lot of them here. Otani is one of the main ones, like you said, is one of the ones kind of making history, or is going down in the history books for being one of the guys voted in as a pitcher and as a hitter. Designated hitter, and so it has happened before back in the old days, but it hasn't happened in a long time. And I'm excited. I'm excited that it's in Coors. For y'all that don't know, Coors Field in Colorado, because of the elevation, the balls fly out further. Right? You hit the balls because you're so high up, and there's less. Less oxygen. There's less. The elevation's different. The air's different, and the balls travel faster and they travel further in Coors. So they're gonna have the home run derby there. It's gonna be electric, and Shan Otani is also participating in that. So Monday, the 12th, is gonna be the home run derby. That's what we're gonna be talking about next week. I guarantee you. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the All-Star game. We do have a couple of Braves on there that did make it. So I'm excited for that. But it's going to be fun to see. I wish it would be how it used to. I actually did enjoy when there was something to play for. I mean, there's always something to play for, right? The winners get a bigger bonus than the losers and stuff like that. But back then it was whoever won that league would have home field advantage in the World Series, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, I remember that.
It kind of made you like, hey, we need to go out and win, because if any of our teams makes the World Series, we want home field advantage. So they took that away, unfortunately, a couple of years ago. So hopefully, maybe later on down the road, they'll make something where it's worth something, puts something on the line other than just money. Because yeah, I mean, you can say, "Oh, I want more money," but I want to be the team that wins. The extra 50K. But for all these guys, most of them, 50K is nothing. So
Yep.
we need to see how it goes from there. But it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. We'll be watching next Monday and Tuesday.
There we go. There we go. There we go. So there goes with some Diamond news there with Coach Tosco and Superfan Art. So just kind of moving along, guys, as we get into our next segment, we're actually going to do some USA Olympic basketball team news. Let me get some, I don't know, some march or something patriotic. I don't know if you have some
USA.
music.
USA.
Some. Okay. Yeah. Sure. We'll go with that, Evan. Let's see.
So sad, Danny.
I was like, I thought he was gonna put some like. All right. We're gonna do some USA Olympic team. So originally, I wanted to kind of do a little draft type of thing, between Tosco and Superfan Art. But I think we're just gonna I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of talk about each team, which is just the NBA, whatever the committed, the guys that have committed so far, and then the select team, and then we'll talk about what that means, and just kind of to our audience that doesn't actually know what that is or whatever. So we just essentially want to kind of talk lineups, see how the teams will fare, who will kind of play what, and just kind of like what type of game we're kind of looking at. Let's see. Let's go.
As we actually go into the Olympics, Evan will get something more picture as his background music.
Oh.
I like it. I like any background music is cool.
All right. So just kind of going into it. I don't know if you guys can actually see, if you guys are at home. You guys can definitely check this out. Let me just hold on. I need to get something real quick. Sorry, guys. All right, talk to him, Art.
I want to hear why the hell Tosco is so happy. He wanted to say about the Detroit Lions and Detroit Tigers, but it's not after dark just yet.
Yeah, 7 more minutes, and then I'll say it.
That's okay. Saying what's up to all of our viewers out there, whatever platform you happen to be watching us on. Thank you for your continued audience out there. I want to wish you all a happy belated July 4th. I know it was a few days back. So happy birthday to this wonderful country we call home. And
I was actually kind of excited to have a little draft and see who we pick our starting five.
Okay. I mean, we can still do it. We can do a little draft, and then we can.
It's not easy.
Well, yeah, it's not. That's what I'm saying.
And I guess that'll go back to what we talk about in a second, the roster. But I don't think it's a great roster.
Oh, dang.
Ooh. Well, Harden did kind of like drop out because of injury. LeBron's playing diva.
I mean,
if Kyrie Irving was still healthy, he'd play a diva.
I think it's a good team.
Okay, so you can tell me your starting five.
Oh my God. Okay, fine. Hold on. We'll do that. Let me just put. I need to find at least one.
Anthony Davis recovering. Not injuries.
I mean,
River.
I was gonna say, dude, like it is a sport, but that's just, I don't know, that's different. Oh, no. Hold on, guys. Whatever. All right, whatever. I'll find it where you guys look. All right, guys. So right now I'll go ahead and put Tosco and Art on the screen. So we are gonna go ahead and actually have a little Olympic team draft.
Like to the streaks.
Yes.
All right,
it's
so
like a
we'll go ahead and
purge, but it's not.
We're gonna go ahead and purge up. Purge up. Let's see the Olympic team. Again, we shall start. One here. Where's the other one? There's one here. There's one here. All right, all right. So this is the Olympic basketball team as we speak. Where's the other one? Sorry, guys.
Bam Abdehado.
Over here. All right, so it's gonna be. I'm gonna go ahead and have. So real quick, just kind of how it works. Just kind of the actual format of the Olympic basketball team. I'll have Tosco just kind of has explained that to us. I mean, can you? No.
You got this, bro.
All right.
I'm here to draft, homie.
All right, so he's here to draft. So then, essentially, the Olympic team, this is how it works. So the Olympic team does have commits, right? They still do go to camp. They still do get cut. Or can be cut. But essentially, what it is they do form an Olympic team, right? And then they go and play against the Olympics, stuff like that. Now they also form what's called a U.S. Select team. Normally, it's like a lot of young kids. Like young ones that like haven't ever played, or that they're either the rookies or 2, 3, 4 years in the league, and they're kind of up and coming, and they're just they just kind of get selected as a practice squad, if you will, in this case for them to for the actual U.S. Olympic basketball team plays them and stuff like that. You guys kind of I mean, I'm sure you guys would remember scrimmages, stuff like that. So maybe you guys pay attention to them, maybe you didn't, but so that's essentially what happened. So what we're gonna do in this case, we are gonna have the actual U.S. Olympic basketball team. We're gonna have a little draft in which super fan art and Tosco are essentially going to choose their team, their starting 5. We'll actually have have you start with I'll just kind of go down the roster, and then I'll just essentially I don't know, I'll flip a coin or something like that, and then we'll do rock paper scissors. I don't know, we'll figure something out. The Sea goes first, and then just kind of go from there. So just starting the roster is Bam Adebayo, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Jeremy Grant, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine, Damian Lillard, Kevin Love, Chris Middleton, and Jason Tatum. And then what is it? 3 of them? 3 of them are actually playing right now in the actual playoffs as we or finals as we speak.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, I think it's a pretty good team. I'll have kind of Tosco and Art start kind of getting started with that. Whoa, super fan Art. What are we doing there? All right.
What happened?
I was like, yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So he's gonna kind of draft over here on this side. So again, we're gonna go ahead and have. You know what? We will go ahead and give. We're gonna flip an imaginary coin over here.
It's just for this portion. I'm using Evan's mic just for this portion.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it old school. Straight up old school. I'm gonna use a penny.
Old school.
All right. Tosco says, I like you. You're super cool and awesome. I'm going to have you choose. All right, guys. As you guys can see. All right, chat. Can you guys see? This is a penny. This is tails. This is heads. Tosco, since I like you, are pretty cool and you're awesome, I'm going to have you call it. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
On there. Ready, set, go ahead.
Tails.
it is tails.
Of course.
Damn. Do you want to go first, or give it to Art?
Well, should I be nice or should I be mean? Because there's only one
Leave it.
There's only one first pick. Realistically,
Man.
in this team, there's only one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So I don't know if I should take it or I should give it to him. But I'm gonna take it. I'll take Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. I know, yeah, of course.
Of course.
So we'll go ahead and have Tosco take KD.
Is it my turn now?
Hold on, yeah. Hold on.
I think he's writing it down on the. Oh,
On your chat area, yeah, so everyone can kind of see. So I'll have Tosco choose his first choice, which is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is Tosco's first choice. Go for it. Superfan Art, where you at?
is it his turn?
Yeah, your turn. Talk to me.
Okay. He picks Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
I will take a.
Can't hear him.
louder, a little bit louder.
You're on mute. Damian Lillard.
Dang. Okay. Damian Lillard.
What happened to Superfan Art setup?
It's because he
Didn't
can't see
studio at
the actual list.
See the list. I'm using Evan's monitor.
Yeah, I know. So it's fine. All right, so we'll go ahead and actually have Damian Lillard over here. Damian Lillard's gonna go hard, bro. I'm telling you, he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave Portland just because of the Olympics. Calling it.
Probably.
All right, Tosco, talk to me. Pick 2.
Lillard.
Pick 2. I'm going to go for Devin Booker.
Nice. I was gonna say you need a good shooter. I really wish, as someone was talking about it, I really wish that Seth was playing or Steph Curry was playing, just so the world can actually see who he is or whatever. You know how annoying he is sometimes. Yeah, whatever. Go for it, Superfan Art.
In the
Give me
second pick, I get Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
There it is.
All right. There you go. Let's go talk to me. Arturo, what are you putting? Your camera, bro. Your camera. Take control of your camera. Yes. There we go.
Yeah, because you're on the 2 camera right now.
No, he's on the only soul. Yeah, on the soul camera. Yes. Oh yeah, exactly. But we're looking at this one. Go for it, Tosco.
Give me Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton. I thought he wasn't good, bro.
Oh, don't worry. I'll get to the description of my team at the end.
Right now we're just drafting.
Right now we're just drafting. All right. Let's see. All right, Superfan Art, talk to me.
Here you go, Rick. Give me Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday. Okay. What's up with that, Tosco?
Can't score. It's fine.
All right, go for it, Tosco.
Give me Bam Adebayo.
Oh, I was gonna say, you guys need to start getting big. That's what she said.
There's not a lot of big.
That's what I'm saying.
Bam.
That's what she said, but no,
Take a
okay.
seat.
It's already. Arturo, what time is it?
It's Mezzo Forte Sportz after dark.
Art.
Get weird with it.
No, I'm not using Crack AV's camera on you. I'm using your own.
Nice. Mezzo Forte Sportz
Yeah, exactly.
after dark.
Yes.
We're
So
looking
that
at
never
tabs.
switches. I'm not gonna switch it. All right. Go ahead. super fan. All right, it's all you.
I'll pick Draymond Green.
Dang.
Sorry, Evan.
It's all good.
We're only picking the starting five, right? There's only 12 players.
There's
so
only
yes.
12 players, so yeah. I mean, you can choose, I guess, like a 6-man, I guess, if you want. We'll just do that. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just to kind of finish it off.
Okay, I'm gonna get Bradley Beal.
I was gonna say, dude, Bradley Beal's a pretty good shooter. He can score.
Okay.
And then for you, all right, go for it.
My 6-man will be.
No, it's
My 6-man
yeah,
will
yeah.
be Zach LaVine.
Oh, wait, no. Let's go ahead. So, Bradley Beal. Zach Levine. I think Zach Levine's gonna do good too. God. Arturo.
That's it. We picked the roster, right? And the 6-man.
Yes.
I think we still need one more, no?
Yeah, you just need one more. Hold on. Sorry.
Ugh, the two unwanteds are not good.
Jeremy Grant and Kevin Love. I
sure
mean,
you pick
we'll
one,
just
yeah.
we can stop it there because it's kind of like,
Yeah, not great.
That's
it's
not-
just
not fun.
Tosco. What do you want? Just choose one.
I'll take Jeremy Grant.
All right, I get all the love.
All right, so
So, do you want me to explain why this is not a good team?
all right, I'll start Tosco. I mean, I know you're gonna go hard right now, so I'll
Okay.
let you start.
Look at the team that is assembled. Look at my starting five. Look at Arturo's starting five. Okay, not bad starting fives. If you really look at it, it's not bad.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not. I'm not saying they are. And let me preface what I'm gonna say with the U.S. is gonna win gold only because all the other teams suck.
I mean,
looked at the roster.
they don't suck. They're just not as talented. How about that?
Okay, no, now it's after dark, Danny. All right, give me that. All right, I mean, you're gonna give me this PG bullshit. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess it's true. I mean, like, are we still that much better? Are we still that much better? I mean, they're just
The only team that will compete, I feel, the only team that will compete with us is gonna be I'm sorry, Slovenia only because
because
they
of Luka.
have Luka, okay, and Spain because they have the most of the
NBA.
the most NBA players, right?
Yeah.
And other than that, the other teams like Argentina used to be good back in the day, not good anymore.
Yeah.
You look at Australia.
Australia's streaky, dude. Australia's streaky because Patty Mills is what's up.
It's Spain and Australia are the two biggest opponents for the U.S. Now, if you look at this roster for the U.S., you have the same player over and over. Kevin Durant is the same thing as Chris Middleton. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, kind
All
of.
right. Devin Booker and Bradley Beal
Literally
and
the same.
Damian Lillard
Literally the same player.
is the same player. Okay. If you look at Jeremy Grant and Kevin Love, same player. Okay. And then the only ones that are the difference, the outliers, are Bam Adebayo Zach LaVine and Jason Tatum.
I-
Only Zach LaVine, only because he's big for a guard.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's lengthy.
he's lanky for a guard. Drew Holiday has no offense. Okay, he's gonna give
Yeah.
you 10 points a game.
I mean,
So,
yeah. He's
Zach LaVine is more of a defender, but you got to look at who's the coach.
Pop.
Popovich is not gonna run no Suns running gun, none of that crap. Okay, shoot your lights out. That's not what he's gonna run. But if you look at what he's got, I guarantee you, Jeremy Grant, Kevin Love, and Bam Adebayo are probably gonna be the guys that get the most minutes.
Yeah.
Because that's what Greg Popovich uses.
Yeah, but because he uses a lot of screens to open up. Because a lot of his players don't can't really create shots on their own or whatever.
Yes.
So a lot of the Spurs system, but I mean, this isn't the Spurs. I mean, this is.
Well, you're right, but at the same time, who's going to shoot the ball when you have Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, and Damian Lillard on the court?
Yeah.
When you have a team that sucks, doesn't matter because they're going to score, they're going to stop them, they're going to score, they're going to stop them, they're going to score. That's going to happen 70% of the time.
Yeah.
But when they go up against a team that's big defensively and can slow the game down, and they're fighting for possessions, now you're going to see Bradley Beal fighting with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant thinks, I'm the biggest, I'm the big one here. I got to take every shot, right?
Yeah.
And then you have Damian Lillard, who thinks he's the big one. He needs to go and have his shot, right? And Chris Middleton, and Bradley and Devin Booker,
They need the ball.
and Zach LaVine are just going to be guys waiting on the sidelines, they're just going to be role players. They're just going to be waiting for the ball to shoot. Jason Tatum is going to wait for the ball to shoot.
Yeah. Get like six points a game.
And that's not what they're going to win because the other teams are not that good. That's the only reason why they're going to win. If you would have put this roster up versus the Ginobili teams in Argentina, the Tony Parker teams from France, the Gasol brothers when they were younger, this team would not stand a chance. Not stand a chance at all.
All right, Superfan. All right, Superfan. All right, so Tosco's giving us he's still giving us gold, but barely, just because based on pure talent ourselves. Talk to me, Superfan Art. I mean, is he right? Is he correct? Is he maybe maybe a little too excited? Or I don't know.
I can see some logic in what he has to say, that they have a very good shot at winning gold, but only mainly because there's a lack of competition out there that it's not up there how it used to be years prior. I think I mentioned in the last episode or the episode prior that like the other national team out there that has like the most current NBA players was Team Canada, and they failed to even qualify for the Olympics. They could have maybe given them a little bit run for the money. I think the Salt brothers, they're out of their prime a bit, and Team Australia, maybe they'll win some games. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, definitely the competition out there is not at the level it used to be. So at the moment, I'm still, not a traitor to my country. I'm going to be rooting for Team USA. They're going to win the gold, but at an easier rate than previous Team USAs have had it. Won't be a cakewalk, but they should be able to handle their business.
Yeah. So I mean,
I just think.
Yeah. Talk to me, Tosco.
I just don't like the fact that why do we not have? I mean, if you look at this team, okay, okay, Kevin Durant, one of the best the U.S. got, okay. Damian Lillard, one of the best the U.S. got. Chris Middleton and Jason Tatum are on the bottom end of the roster that I would consider the best the U.S. got. Everybody else, to me, shouldn't be on the roster.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine, Kevin Love, Jeremy Grant, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday. None of these guys belong on the roster. Devin Booker and Bradley Beal and Bam Adebayo are behind Jason Tatum and Chris Middleton. Think about it like this. I think Jason Tatum and Chris Middleton are 11, 12, maybe 13, 14 on the roster with all the best the U.S. got on there. They're down there at the bottom. And then Bam, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal are 13,
Under
14,
them.
15.
Okay.
That's how I'm seeing this.
I mean, but yeah, I bet you know LeBron's not gonna play. You know, Steph Curry's not gonna play. Harden.
Why not?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know.
I
I
mean,
think that.
Kyrie,
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Chris
Harden.
Paul George,
Paul George.
Kawhi Leonard, LeBron.
Yeah, it's over.
I don't understand why these guys are not playing.
I think.
Why are they not playing?
I think with KD, you win automatically. The U.S. wins a medal, and then with everyone else, we win gold.
But that's not the point, though.
Yeah, but I mean, if you put KD, LeBron, and Kawhi, dude, yeah, like shut the game down right after, right after the opening ceremony, just give them.
Don't put Magic, don't put Bird, don't put Barkley, don't put Stockton, don't put Malone, don't put Robinson. I can keep on going. Don't put Olajuwon, don't put Drexler, all on the same team, and they still did it.
Well, yeah.
Who gives a fuck if you're gonna win 150-0? You're that much better than everybody else in the world. They should know.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. No, it's true. I mean, I think it's gonna be interesting just to kind of, see how like the team plays out, like just like overall against the other teams and stuff like that, right? They're obviously
Anthony Davis.
they're gonna win, right? But still, it's still gonna be. I don't know. It's
No, but I mean, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, Anthony Davis.
Curry. Westbrook. I mean,
dude, you can even put like some of the younger players, like Trae Young. Trae Young,
Devin Booker. Those are guys that are getting up there. They're going up the list.
Yeah.
Right? But right now, you're looking at the list.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy Butler.
Klay
Thompson, man, he's gonna be ready for the season. Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe you should warm up with the Olympics. Wouldn't be a bad idea.
It wouldn't.
True.
That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah.
I mean,
John Wall. No, but yeah.
John Wall.
I mean, he's. I mean, whatever, right? But still,
Yeah, no. I mean, but these are the legitimate people that we're bringing up, and none of these guys want to play.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that. It should be, you're doing it for your country. You're doing it for your country. You should be on there. Okay? Jamal Murray. I mean, well, Jamal Murray's hurt. I get it, but
yeah, but
Donovan Mitchell.
Mm-hmm. He played last time.
I don't know. I don't remember if he did. Maybe
yeah.
I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why not.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll see how the Olympic team kind of wages through that. I just kind of wanted to go through real quick the other team, which is, hold on, let me go back in here. Yeah, I was like, give me some music, Kevin, while I figure this out real quick.
Oh, I know that number.
All right, perfect.
Provided by Studio 13K.
All right, so in this case, we'll go ahead and put some duplicates and put this on. So I just put it on the screen. I don't know if you guys can kind of just see. Should be It's a little small, but in this case, now as we were kind of talking about, um, the Olympics does have or we do have what's called the select USA team, USA basketball team, which is essentially kind of like a practice squad, you know, for the Olympics. So in this case, for Olympics. So in this case, it's we did have some new, obviously new, a lot of new faces on there, and just kind of wanted to kind of go over that, see what you guys think as up and coming new faces. If, some of them are you might recognize them, some of them you might not, but just let me know. And it goes as follows. So we do have for the USA select team. Oh man, my bad. Sorry, some technical difficulties over
USA,
here.
USA.
So we do have Sadiq Bey
Some
from the Detroit
Americans.
Pistons. He's from Villanova. We do have Miles Bridges, Charlotte Hornets. I know. I actually have seen him. Just gonna play with getting Rookie of the Year. Um, Ball brother. He did actually just started becoming a little bit more of a leader there with the Hornets, Michigan State. Anthony Edwards, from Minnesota Timberwolves. He played for Georgia. Darius Garland, Cavaliers, played for Vanderbilt. Tyrese Halliburton from the Kings, did play for Iowa State. Tyler Hero, Miami Heat, played for Kentucky. John Jenkins, Bilbao Basket. Whoa, played for Italy, Vanderbilt. Who's that? I wonder who. I guess they're bringing him in, maybe. Um, we do have Keldon Johnson. Yeah, here we go. From San Antonio Spurs. So yeah, congrats to him. You know, that's from Kentucky. Obviously, we'll see how he does. Josh Maggots, from Turkey, does play for Alabama Huntsville. Dakota Mathias plays for 76ers, played for Purdue. We do have Emmanuel Quickly for the Knicks, played for the Kentucky, University of Kentucky. Naz Reid from the Minnesota Timberwolves, played for LSU. Cam Reynolds, played for the Rockets, played for Tulane. Isaiah Stewart for the Pistons. He played for Washington University. Obi Toppin. The Knicks. He participated, I believe, in the slam dunk contest this year. So, right?
Mhm.
Something like
Yes,
that. Yeah,
yes,
a
he
while
did.
back. Dang.
Laughable slam dunk contest.
Yeah, we'll talk about. Yeah, I mean, it was COVID, so whatever. We can't really talk about it. He played for Dainton. Oh wow, okay. PJ Washington. He played with Charlie Hornets. Played for Kentucky University. We do have Patrick Williams from the Bulls, playing from Florida State. So just kind of a little bit more of a broad, a talent. New, obviously a new talent, or just kind of people we haven't really seen before, or we have just kind of in our respective markets, if you will. I see kind of a little bit more prominent name in here being Tyler Hero on there. So talk to me, Tosco, just kind of what you think.
Yeah, and what it is, it's a team that they make, and it's mostly rookies. It's mostly first and second year players,
Yeah.
and I have something that I want to say, and this comes after, but it's basically like a practice team. All these veteran guys, they're not going to come in and go 5-on-5 against each other. So they bring in a team of young guys that come and are basically going to go through the process with these veterans, with this USA Olympic team. They're going to go through the process of everything, and then, but at the end, they're not going to go to the Olympics. They're going to stay behind. Um, you know, but what it is, it has a bunch of rookies, a bunch of first team all rookies, second team all rookies, and then it has the four what they call veterans of the team, and these are players that are either have NBA rights, like you brought up John Jenkins, who plays at Bilbao, right? He has his rights with an NBA team, but he went to go play overseas, right? And you have what is it, Maggette?
Maget, yeah, from Turkey, plays Turkey.
So he plays in Turkey, and then you have Dakota Mathias and Matthias and the first and then Cam Reynolds is the other one.
Yeah.
Cam Reynolds is the other one. And these are guys that they bring in also that they feel is and these are all picked. These are players that were picked. These are not just, they brought in whoever, right? That they bring in that they feel that they're standout players that are ready to take the next level, okay? And they want them to be exposed to this Olympic team, right? To see how these veterans do it, because like you said, Miles Bridges is a good young player. He plays on the same team with LaMelo, right? And all that, but the Hornets don't really have a veteran presence. They do. I know they have Hayward, they have a couple of other guys, but they're gonna see how the best of the best, quote unquote, best of the best that we have do it. And so it's kind of good for them to see, and they're gonna be hopefully be in those shoes later on, where they're gonna be some of the ones getting chosen for the Olympic team. And they're gonna be there for with them for a couple of days, maybe a week practice, and then the U.S. team will go off to the Olympics and they'll stay behind. But it's a good learning experience. And one of the things I have read was that some of the players from Miami, the Miami Heat, were happy that Tyler Hero was going because they were talking about how immature he was, and that maybe being exposed to these kinds of coaches or Pop, being exposed to Kevin Durant and Damian Lillard, may change some of his daily routine habits and stuff like that, because he needs to grow up a little bit, right? And it's not all his fault. I mean, some of these kids are coming in 18, 19, 20 years old. They haven't really lived. They haven't really done anything. And then they're becoming stars, and then they're getting millions of dollars. So, they were talking about how this could be a very good experience for them, and hopefully they'll be able to pick up some things they can use later on. But I think it's a good way of not only saving your Olympic team from going too hard against each other and maybe somebody getting hurt, and you have these young guys there to kind of fill in the rest. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good group of players. It's like you said, it's a lot of rookies, a lot of second year guys that have a lot of talent. So we'll see how it goes for that.
And I'm just kind of glad that at least one of the Spurs got a little love. Kellen Johnson, he's been playing good, bro. He has, he's like really just kind of like a role. Even though he's kind of obviously in the Spurs system, he's not putting up 30, 40, on people, right? He's still putting up respectable points. He's being, more than anything, he's being aggressive, which is, one of the things that obviously Pop loves in any team. And it's just one of those things where I'm just kind of glad as a Spurs fan, where just kind of at least some type of bright light. Even though coach is or Pop is obviously the coach for the team, is doing for the team, it's for the country. It's a little different. So it's actually and also a little different, for him as well, since it's his first time being the coach. So we'll see how that happens. Real quick as well, the team head coach for the team is actually Eric Spoelstra for the U.S. Select team Olympic team. So it should be pretty good. It's actually gonna be a good. It shouldn't be just like blowouts after blowouts. Should be pretty good scrimmages. Hopefully they do put those. I don't know, after that little incident that one year. I know they're a little iffy about it, but we'll see how that happens, how that works out. But in this case, I wanna go ahead and go into UEFA Euro 2020. Bro, Italy won. What
Oh,
happened?
yeah.
Natalia.
That's crazy.
Why is it crazy?
I mean, is that crazy? It's just like, I don't know. It was a good game. It was a good game. I mean, Spain has a really good team. Um, they just, I think they're just kind of still kind of learning how to be a team. Um, and Italy is just, they're just ready to win now. I mean, honestly, talk to me.
Mhm. If you're looking at the teams on paper, Italy is the better team. Facts. Whoever doesn't like it, you know what you can do. Okay. Italy is the better team, hands down. Okay. Bonucci and Cellini for Italy are better than all the guys on defense Spain has. Facts. Or am I wrong?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Those two are way better than
Bonucci and
anything
Chiellini.
Spain has on defense.
Honestly, and Italy should be glad because they have them because they grew up. They kind of in the win. Like we won the World Cup. We just won the World Cup. We didn't even qualify through the World Cup, and now we're kind of back. Like that phase is hard, dude. It's hard,
Yeah,
especially
yeah, you're right.
especially as a
Yeah.
defensive player for a national team, because like they have to the middle midfielders and attackers. They always switch them back and forth depending on your style, depending on who you're playing and stuff like that. But normally the backside is just kind of like your O line, where you need to have the same people so they can kind of build that chemistry and kind of they can you know um can be able to communicate like that themselves. And since they're kind of moving, so we're like they start with four up top, up back, but one of them moves down, like Emerson just moves down or whatever. It's like it's just three of them, but just kind of having that chemistry like that. It's I don't know. I feel like it helped them a lot.
And the thing is that's you bring up a great point. But just looking at the team, okay, Italy is the better team on paper. If you're looking at um, if you're looking at the potential, overall potential of what these players could be, sure, you can say Spain has more potential. If you want to say that, you can. There's no problem there, right? I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to fight you on that. But at the same time, okay, at the same time, you have to understand that Spain's not there yet. They're not. They're
Are
not.
they
They're not.
are they just young?
They're
Is it
just
just
too young.
is it just
I
not
think
experience?
I think one, they're too young. Two, they are playing a style that doesn't suit them when they're playing in their domestic league. You know how Spain plays. They're gonna kill
Yeah.
you. It's like everybody says, they're gonna kill you with 1,000 passes.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. But at the same time, if that's not how you play in your domestic team, then how are you going to make it happen? How are you going to be able to have those instincts to the pass coming this way? Now I see the opening and they're seeing it and it's being done because they're that good. They don't have those instincts yet, and to where with this talent they should be beating everybody because they have the probably the best talent other than the France and the Belgiums, but they probably have the best talent potential. The
Yeah.
highest it's going to go the highest, right? But
Yeah.
but Italy, Italy right now is the better team, and you can and like you said, the where they came from and where they are now. Look at the 2016 Euro squad that they have. Okay,
Yeah.
realistically, I'm looking at it. I count 1, 2, 3, 4.
What,
Four
Jordi,
players.
Jordi Alba, Busquets,
No,
Aspiricueta?
I'm talking about Italy.
Oh,
Italy. Can you name the
Bonucci,
4?
Chileni,
It's 1.
Emerson?
Nope.
No,
Emerson was.
Di Lorenzo?
Emerson was. Huh?
Di Lorenzo? No,
Nope.
Immobile?
2.
Jorginho?
Nope.
No, Jorginho's new. Insigne?
3. Who's the other defender?
Emerson? Chileni?
Cellini and
Chileni, Bonucci.
Bonucci.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. But yeah,
Everybody knows what it.
Those are the 4.
yeah.
Those are the 4. Everybody else is new on this Italian squad.
Lorenzo, Barretta, Chiesa,
All of them. And the thing is that
Immobile.
the way
Yeah.
Italy plays benefits
Yeah.
Chiesa,
Yeah.
Insigne,
And Mobile.
Locatelli, Belotti, Pessina, all their strikers and forwards. It's for them.
Yeah.
The way they play benefits them all because that's how they play in their league.
They all score.
And they all score.
Like in
They
different
all-
way, yeah, differently, but like,
Yeah.
dang, that's
you look at Spain's team, right? They didn't start Morata this time.
no.
Right.
They scored.
He scored when he came on,
Yeah.
right? Sure, which shows you how good of a guy he is. Danny Olmo.
Not
They're
good.
playing him on the wing, and they're trying to make him do passes. Never goes up. Pedri. Passes. Never goes up. Koke is one of those guys that passes tons. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
But Koke, I feel that I've seen Koke twice in this whole tournament.
Dude, it's because they put him like as a poor man's Cante, because he's a poor man's Cante, but like
Yes.
a Spanish version of him, right? But
Yeah.
like he's older though. He's like 2 World Cups in already, like, you know.
Yeah, and
I mean, and that's cool, but like, I mean, a midfielder, Modric, dude, he can only last for so long. Midfielders do not last.
and you're right. And don't get me wrong, Koke's been playing. I know he's probably played every game, but I haven't seen him do anything. There's
Yeah.
nothing to me that I've seen. Yes,
I've seen Espericueta more up
Yes,
up
Yeah.
front.
he's going up every single time he can. And so I don't like the way the team is being managed. Yes, they're gonna do the same shit over and over where they're gonna pass it 1,000 times,
Yeah.
but the potential's there, but I just don't see how it translates for them how they play as a national team to how they play in their domestic. And some will say, no, it shouldn't matter. You're that good, whatever. Yeah, it does matter. Because now you're changing your tactics completely. Imagine if you're playing for a guy like Mourinho. Imagine if you're playing a guy. Imagine if you're playing for Tuchel there at Chelsea,
Done.
where it's defensive as shit.
Yeah, like you have to build.
You defend and then you build. Spain literally passing triangles, and they're just moving up. There's nothing there. Pass it back. Passing triangles. Let's go to the other side. Move up. No, nothing there. Let's go back. And that's all they're doing. How are you going to use the potential that a Pedri, that a Ferran Torres, that a Dani Olmo has to, be able to be playmakers? They do all these, and then they'll see a run go, and then they don't even pass it to them. Like, chinga. How demoralizing is that for them also? Like,
Yeah, exactly. It's like kind of like So then,
so Italy won. They deserve to be there. Spain will be there next year. I think, again, this is one of those that benefits them, especially all those young guys, because they're going to be in it in the World Cup, and they showed that they can score. But they need, it's going to be different when you play not only you're playing the Euro teams, but now you got Brazil, now
Yeah.
you got Argentina,
Yeah.
Uruguay. Now you're gonna have
Your Chiles.
huh?
Your Chiles. Even though Chile's kind of
Chile,
getting old.
but you're also gonna have the African teams, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Nigeria,
Yeah.
where these teams all they do is run. They're
Yeah.
not passing, they're running.
Yeah.
So you got to keep up with them. You got to keep up with a team that has a high pace, and they're just going to be going back and forth, and they're going to be attacking you, trying to get the ball because that's all they know. So it's going to be tough. We're going to see, but Italy does deserve to be there. Spain gave it a good shot. They came back. Morata scored once he got subbed in. It was a good game, but at the end, better
I
team
mean,
won.
bottom line, yeah, yeah. So, real quick, we'll go right into the next one. That's gonna be actually tomorrow. That's gonna be England, Denmark. It's actually tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time. If you guys are at lunch, get out of work a little early or whatever, make sure you head out to your local a pub, bar, or whatever. I don't know if they serve beer at that time, but check it out. I might actually go myself. I'll see if I can go with Superfan or something. We'll grab start or drinking a little early. But it's gonna be England, Denmark. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I think England wins by a goal or two, depending on what the score is. I don't really anticipate it being like a really crazy game. But talk to me, Tosco. What do you think?
Again, this is one of those that if you look at it on paper, England is just, but it leaps and bounds the better team.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw is playing awesome, and I'm glad to see this as a Manchester United fan. Luke Shaw is playing great defense. He's coming up when he needs to. He's making those passes in. I think he already has like 2 or 3 assists already.
Yeah.
Because England did have the team. They were the team that was, I think, winning the most, but had the least amount of goals. Right, something like that.
Yeah, because they would have scored. I think they won like 1-0, 2-0, something like
something like that. And here, I know for sure he has two, probably 3 assists, and he's playing awesome, man. Luke Shaw, Kyle Walker's playing real good defensively, being the guy to go back and forth, up and down. Coming in, helping out the midfield and stuff. I think they're all. The defense is playing real good. Maguire's going up, scoring too, but it's those players for England that come in and kind of they give them that spark. I know in the last game, Jadon Sancho, he didn't. People say he had a horrible game, sure, but those times where he made the pass and took off for the run and came in from one side of the field to the other. I mean, those are exciting plays that we weren't really seeing. Saka kind of did it a little bit, but Jadon Sancho did come in and gave that burst of excitement. But I don't think I honestly don't think he's going to start. I think they would go back to Saka, and one of the other players that gives him that burst off the bench is Grealish. Jack Grealish. I'm hoping Manchester United can pick him up. But I know he's going to have bids from every team. But he comes in and he demands the ball. He goes to the ball. He finds the ball. And he's just going forward. He has one goal in mind, and he goes for it. And he's able to get those balls in. He creates. And he hasn't gotten a goal yet, but he's been creating a lot of the situations that lead to goals. If he wouldn't have been in there, they probably wouldn't have happened. So I do think that they're going to be, even if they don't start, they're going to be super subs off the bench, and they're going to make a difference. Denmark, it's a great run. It's one of the most
I was gonna say,
runs.
yeah.
It's one of the most improbable runs, given what they had to deal with game one with Christian Eriksen, and then losing the next, they lost the first 2, having to win the third one, having to win it by more than 2 goals. They won it by 3, made it to the next round, and then they just kept on winning. And they've been playing awesome. Their defense, their captain, Kajar, I don't know how to say his name. Kajar, number
Sure.
4.
Yeah.
He's been playing awesome. Christensen, who plays at Chelsea, been playing awesome.
Yep.
And hopefully they're able to keep up that kind of momentum, that excitement they've been playing with, for Christian Eriksen and all that, and kind of focus it forward, because they're going to need to in this game. They're going to need to be able to score. And they also have some super subs. They have I know the last game, Jensen came off the bench and was all over the ball. Maybe not the most skilled guy from what I saw, but he's one of those that will try and go, and he's running back and forth trying to get the ball offensively. The other one is Paulson.
Oh yeah.
Came off the bench. He had the ball almost the whole time in the second half. Every time Denmark had it, he was the one having it, making runs. So that's one of the guys, when he comes in or if he starts, I honestly I don't know why they're still starting what's his face, Braithwaite, the guy who plays in Barcelona, hasn't really done much.
Oh yeah, I mean, because he plays in Barcelona. That's why.
Realistically,
I know.
He's
Yeah.
been a disappointment, and he should be on the bench. They should start off with Poulsen or with Jensen. Once those guys come in, they're the ones that come in and kind of make things happen. They're the sparks off the bench. And I think it's going to be up to those guys to come in, make something happen. And I know Thomas Delaney also, he started the game, was able to score in the last one, and he was having a real good game in the midfield, making stuff happen, getting those passes. It's going to be a good game either way. I do think England is just too much for them. It's going to be a great run for Denmark. I think it's going to be, I think England takes it, 2-0, 2-1. Honestly, I think England should win by 2 goals. So I think if Denmark scores 1, I think England wins 3-1. So it's too much. It's too much firepower. Now that they're kind of figuring things out, England, they were able to score 2 versus Germany, and then they come in and score 4 versus Ukraine. Like they're kind of getting into their groove now. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow, and it's going to be a good game to watch. Even better final for whoever makes it against Italy.
Nice. So we're gonna go and start wrapping it up, guys. As we just kind of continue on, I did just want to give a quick announcement, just as we finalize everything. So for the actual U.S. Olympics, so obviously the Olympics are actually coming up. So I did actually want to say that we are actually looking for super fans. So it can actually be you. Yes, you chat. I'm talking directly to you, chat. Go ahead and let us know. The Olympics are a big sport. They do have a lot of sports. They have different types, and obviously we can't kind of keep up with them. We can try. We'll try. But if you're a favorite fan of specific sports coming up, for swimming, golf, tennis, anything, track and field, anything like that, you're kind of an expert on it, or I don't know, just a super fan on it, definitely let us know. We're gonna start reaching out. We're gonna run a little small campaign on it, so you can get on, talk about it, let us know why the sport is awesome, why you love it, and why we should watch it for the Olympics. So definitely keep an eye out for that. So start wrapping it up, Evan. Go ahead and crack AV. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this week's episode. Hope y'all can chill with us next time for sure. All right, guys, so go and definitely follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube Live. Right now, we are on Twitch as well. Just want to give a quick shout out to Twitch, YouTube, and of course all of our viewers and our subscribers. Leave a comment, hot takes. We do have shirts ready. We're coming up in a couple of weeks. I'll definitely let you guys know on that. So it's going to be super exciting. Just want to give a quick shout out. Thank you to our sponsors, Studio 13th Day, for all music and graphics provided. That's Tosco Superfan Art and Crack AV today. And I am Danny BMD signing off, saying later to the all. Bring it home, Art.
Thank you, Dan. Lesson of the day is July is the month of champions.
Woo!
As UEFA and Copa America come to a close, we also got the Stanley Cup, might be going to the Tampa Bay Lightning, and maybe Chris Paul Giannis has to go get fitted for that new championship ring.
Woo!
Remember, sports are great, but need nothing with all the fans. This is episode number 45. Until next time.